Are you looking for the TOP5 Best Ergonomic Keyboard? In this video, we will look at some of the TOP5 Best Ergonomic Keyboard on the market. For more details and price click product link, please check the description below. Before we get started with our video. Number 1. Logitech Ergo 160. Unlike the Kinesis Freestyle Edge RGB, the Logitech Ergo 160 is a wireless model, cutting down on any unnecessary cable management. It connects wirelessly using a USB receiver or with up to 3 devices using Bluetooth, which is perfect if you're in a multi-device setup. Although this keyboard has a fully plastic build, it still feels quite sturdy, and the plastic makes typing less resonant. Great for an open or busy office environment. In terms of ergonomic features, this keyboard isn't lacking. The wave-like shape descends into 2 clusters of keys, one for each hand, so your wrist and elbows are angled in a more natural posture. Plus, they're well supported by a plush attached wrist rest. The 2 inclined feet aren't on the top of the board. Rather, they're on the side closest to you, so you can tilt the board downwards to reduce the upward strain on your wrist. Additionally, the scissor switches inside the board are light to press, so you don't have to worry about finger fatigue. Number 2. Microsoft Sculpt Ergonomic Keyboard. This inexpensive wireless ergonomic keyboard is easy to get used to and doesn't clutter your desk with wires. But it's only partially split, and its tenting angle isn't customizable. If you're interested in better ergonomics than a traditional keyboard offers, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, we recommend the Microsoft Sculpt Ergonomic Keyboard. It has a partially split, slightly tented design and a negative slope attachment that together put your wrist in a more ideal typing position. Although it's not adjustable like fully split keyboards and its membrane keys aren't as enjoyable to type on or as durable as mechanical keys, this is a great keyboard if you're just testing the ergonomic waters, or if you prefer laptop-like chiclet keys. Plus, the Sculpt keyboard connects via 2.4 GHz wireless USB dongle, so you don't have to deal with the unsightly wires typical of fully split ergonomic keyboards, including those of our other picks. Number 3. Comfortable, responsive, and fully split. This mechanical keyboard is comfortable to type on and meets all of our ergonomic criteria. It's a fully split keyboard. It has a flat slope. It lacks a number pad, and it lets you program it for further customizability. The Kinesis Freestyle Edge RGB is the best option due to its fully split design. Its responsive Cherry MX mechanical keys, its 0-degree slope, and low profile, its programmability, and the optional ability to tent the keyboard to 5, 10, or 15 degrees. You can position the halves of the keyboard as close together, or as far apart as you'd like in order to reduce shoulder strain and neck tension. With the recommended lift kit accessory, you can also tent each half. Raise the inner edges of the keyboard halves to keep your wrists at a neutral angle. Although getting used to typing on a fully split keyboard could take a bit of time, at least a few days. If not weeks, the Freestyle Edge RGB was the easiest for us to get comfortable with thanks to its standard, familiar key layout. And if you'd like to remap keys for a different layout, you can do so in just a couple of clicks. Number 4. Kinesis Freestyle Edge RGB. The best ergonomic keyboard we've tested is the Kinesis Freestyle Edge RGB. This full-size mechanical unit has a suite of ergonomic features to keep you comfortable throughout the day. As it's a fully split keyboard, you can place the 2 halves away from each other to keep your shoulders and elbows a more natural distance apart. Since the 2 halves connect with the cable, you have about 20 inches of tolerance to play with. Although mechanical keyboards tend to have a less ergonomic, high profile, the attached wrist rests do a good job of propping your wrist up high enough, so you can easily reach the tops of the keycaps without strain. The Cherry MX Brown switches in our unit are light to press, so you're less prone to finger fatigue. You can also get this keyboard with clicky blue or linear red switches, both of which are fairly light to type on and offer a slightly different typing experience. This keyboard is also designed to be tented or angled so that your wrists are turned more naturally rather than lying flat on the wrist rest. The lift kit can be purchased separately here on Kinesis website. While we didn't purchase and test the lift kit, it's a good option for users who are looking for a fully split unit with even more ergonomic features. However, the Kinesis Freestyle Edge RGB does take up a lot of space on desks due to the extra macro and navigation keys. So if you're looking for something smaller and don't mind losing those keys, the Digma Raise is another great option. This keyboard also has a split design, but the two halves fit together to form a single compact board, which offers an excellent typing experience and incredible comfort. Number 5. Kensington ProFit Ergo Wireless Keyboard. If you're on a budget but still want more comfort in your setup, the Kensington ProFit Ergo Wireless Keyboard is a good option. Like the Logitech Ergo Key 160, this keyboard also has a wave-like split design with 2 distinct clusters of keys. It also has a plushy wrist rest to support your palms while you type. Though as this is a budget board, the wrist rest is made of a light-density foam, so it's not as comfortable as higher-end wrist rest. On that note, the build quality is a bit flimsy, which is normal considering its price point. The plastic does have a benefit, though, as it reduces the overall typing noise, so you won't have to worry about disrupting anyone else around you during use. It's also wireless and connects with a USB receiver and Bluetooth, though you can only connect it with a device using Bluetooth. It's also worth noting that the USB receiver can be a little unreliable, especially when other USB receivers are plugged into the device.